What's going on, you guys? Tony and Lati Casa Esmeralda today. Hi. I just wanted to talk about a few things that are on my mind. Getting over a really bad virus, which probably could have put me in the hospital. So I just came out of my sweat again today. I was in my greenhouse. I was like about 40 minutes in there. It said 44.5 degrees Celsius on the thermometer in the greenhouse. Just kind of picking away and doing the same thing, like sweating, weeding through my plants and eating some herbs, drinking a little bit of fresh spring water on the side. You know, I have a natural spring on my property. It doesn't give me a lot of water. Maybe it only gives me a few liters of fresh spring water a day. But all these things, you know, if you're living in a place before and you're sick now, you know, you got to look around and say, and ask the reason why you're sick. I mean, like so many people, they're living in areas where they're sick. They're ill or they have some palliative disease and it's not good, right? I mean, I lived in 3 countries now in my life and I looked for a property for 3 years. 3 years I looked for a property and I did research online and that. So if you're sick, go out into nature, go out into the countryside, go out into the sunshine, wherever, on a mountain, out in the wilderness. Get a kitchen garden going, plant those herbs, plant those vegetables. Maybe there's an area that has an orchard like I do, right? So where you're getting all those fresh fruits and vegetables and the herbs. I mean, there's even there's wild coriander on my property, there's turmeric, and there's yellow split pea growing. All these things, I'm able to make my own curry, right? So, I mean, I just came out of the sweat and same thing, like your body's releasing those toxins and you got to get that magnesium, you got to get that potassium back into you, right? Ginger from Japan seeds, very good. I've had 2 types of ginger now grow on my property down there in the natural spring, and just incredible. You know, it takes a long time to grow. You know, it takes you don't start seeing ginger till like about 6 months. Fresh natural ginger. So many healing properties. I mean, you got a toothache. I haven't seen a dentist in 5 years. I have perfectly normal teeth because I tried my best not to step in the last 2 years of my life. I've tried my best not to step into a supermarket at all. And that's going about nutrient-rich foods. There's a market organic grower in the United States, and he was talking about nutrient-rich foods, and that there are so many people out there that are sick, and there are so many farmers out there. They're just tilling over their fields. They're doing 2, 3, 4 crops a year on the same soil. And there's no way that you can replace the nutrients in that soil that's going to replace the nutrients in the food. And there are big companies that says, we're going to feed the world. They're feeding the world, but all these people are getting sick, right? How many people in pre-1900 had cancer? And now it's 2018, and how many people have cancer? In the millions. Because the food that we have today is not nutrient rich. I mean, I was in the greenhouse there. I had fresh carrots. I had my garden hose going, right, from my well. And I was eating carrots, I was eating herbs. Never even had breakfast, right? And then there's so many people, they go and have their coffee in the morning, their fit, they call it their fix, right? My daily fix is I go in my greenhouse, I pull a carrot out of the ground, I wash the carrot with my spring water from my well, and there's some herbs there, I have that too. Have a nice juicy carrot. Eat the whole carrot, not eat the whole carrot with the carrot tops. There are so many different types of healing properties with carrot tops. There's another nutrient person in California who advises to put carrot tops in everything that you eat, you know. So, but it's really sad, you know, to see where things are going and stuff. And then they say, well, this is all safe and that is all safe. And there's these supermarkets and stuff. They have all these organic foods and they're charging, the people are paying a fortune for all these organic foods and everything. When it's so simple, the logic and reason behind everything, you know, just get away. You know, if you can do it, just get away somewhere out in nature or out in the countryside or out, I said before, like out in the wilderness, and you're sick. You know, you only need 2 months. You know, get a hoe, get a shovel or something, or some little garden machine that's going to give you a little bit of tillering, and you might want to get some chickens on the side. First thing when you get there, you know, you get some chickens on the side. The chickens will do the work for you. Put a little wire fence around or something. Put a little wood fence around. Put the chickens in there, right? Within a week's time, those chickens will do the work for you. They will start your garden. You put a little bit of hay there, right? I mean, I can't tiller my property up here, right? I know I tried, but I put hay. I have pallet bins. I took 4 pallets. I tied a string around it. I put some hay in it. My chickens gave me some really good compost, some really good soil. And now I have melons coming up. It's not even a week, and the melons are like almost thumb high, right? This is life under the Adriatic sun, right? Do your research, right? It's 33 degrees Celsius outside, right? And this is going back to, there's a lady that lives here down in the valley. She was born in 1950, and she lives about maybe 1.5 kilometers away from me here. If I have to go the other way, you know, I see she lives in this little stone house, right? She's lived there all her life. She used to have a family and everything. Husband died, passed away. You know, he was also in his 90s. So she's 103 years old. She has a kitchen garden. She has this beautiful kitchen garden out front of her house. She has a little cane, a little short woman, less than 5 feet high, right? About 5 feet high. And really nice lady, everything. And just grows the most absolutely beautiful vegetables and herbs you've ever seen. She's got now zucchinis coming. She's got some tomatoes coming. The tomatoes are like this high, same with mine. You know, squash, cucumber, all these foods that you can grow in the Adriatic here, right? And this is the thing. She's never really been to a pharmacy in her life. Never really leaves her house. Just she has her chickens. She has her garden, and sort of just lives off the land and what nature can provide. But the reason why she's able to do all that stuff is because the food is nutrient rich, right? And this is the thing, is that if you're going in the supermarket and you're buying foods that are put on a farmer's field, and this farmer's doing, most of these big farmers, they're planting on the same field 3 or 4 times a year, at least 3 times a year. I know I have a farmer down on the other side of the valley here, and I see him selling lettuce, and then he plants fennel, and then in the end of the year he plants something like potatoes, right, or beets. Fast growing crops, good for the farmer, he's making lots of money. And then the people are like buying that type of food in the supermarket, and they're thinking, oh, it's really good food, but you're gonna have to eat a lot of that food for it to be effective in your body, to make your immune system, to make your lymphatic system, to make your liver, your kidneys, your heart, your lungs, your circulatory system work properly. And this is the thing that, going back to like, and then about antibiotics, right? So this is why people are also getting sick, because for a body to produce proper antibodies against a virus or a parasite, you need to be eating nutrient-rich foods. So after this today, I'm going to go back down my orchard. I'm going to pick some fresh fruit off the tree, right? Going to give also some fresh fruit to my dogs. Going to give some fresh fruit to my chickens. Once when you understand nature and what nature can give you, and you can grab hold of that nature and you can put it in your hand and you can eat it, and it gives you all the vitamins, the nutrients, the minerals, for a person to have a proper immune system, a proper lymphatic system. So the lymphatic system is like draining all the toxins out of your body. It's going down to your liver and your kidneys, right? And it's being flushed out, your body. And this is the thing, is that when you're detoxing and you're on nutrient-rich foods and your body is functioning, you're not using all these sprays and all these chemicals and all these creams and everything on your body. Yes. Then you can heal yourself. At least start to heal yourself, right? I don't use sun cream. I use aloe. There's a guy, because I'm in the Adriatic and across the waters, a day is Africa. Guy comes by here once a week on a boat. Has a whole bunch of North African coconuts and stuff, right? Grind it up, mash it up, put a little bit get an aloe plant, get an aloe plant and grow that aloe plant, mash it up with some coconut shard shreds, put it all over your body. You got instant sunscreen. I'm not saying go directly out in the sun when it's really, really hot day that you're going to burn yourself. There are times that it's good to go out in the sunshine early morning or evening time or something, not maybe midday when the really hot sun is. Maybe stay in the shade, but get that vitamin D for your immune system, because the sun is a healer. The sun is the one that gives you the vitamin D for your immune system, right? Anyways, gonna have some fresh proteins now. This egg is no more than 30 minutes old. I just got these eggs, right? This is what I'm talking about, is that people are going into these places and they're saying, oh, I'm vegan and I'm organic. That's okay. But what my point is, and I'm trying to get across, is that how nutrient rich is it, right? It can be organic, but is it nutrient rich, right? Is it going to help your body? Is it going to be okay, right? I mean, I have a fridge, but the fridge is basically empty. There's like a few things I keep in there, like coconuts and bananas, right? But my fridge is not filled from top to bottom, and then I have all these frozen foods in there on the bottom and stuff. My freezer is empty, right? I'm a forager. I like to forage for foods and what nature can provide for me, right? But, I mean, if a pig comes along or something like that, or some wild animal comes along, winter time, and winter, sometimes you need a little bit more protein, you need a little bit more fat. Good, clean, organic, fresh eggs, right? And these are the things I'm talking about. Worst year I've had with cancer, right? 4 people I know, it's June, 4 people I know have died with cancer. So it seems like this cancer epidemic is getting worse and worse and worse. It's not getting better. And more people are just going on chemotherapy, and they're going on these radiation and these hospital treatments, right? Anyways, next video we'll talk more probably about cancer and stuff like that, but I just wanted to get across about eating nutrient rich foods and the things around you. If you're sick, get out of there, right? Move, because you're not going to get any better. Find a place in the countryside, out in nature, something that will heal you, where you can heal yourself, right? Be in tune with nature, because Mother Earth can provide for you. It's just a matter of getting hold of it. So if you liked my videos, please like and subscribe. If you want to comment, I love to hear your comments. And yeah, enjoy life under the sun. Try to get a vegetable garden going, plant some herbs, grow some fruit. It's all good for you. Peace, take care, all the best. Have a good day. Bye for now.